So now you're going to get started working on this Chevette. Still a lot of body work to do. We got this car a few years ago for free. My grandfather, he just didn't have a use for it anymore. And it's been a pretty good little running car. A few little problems here and there. Mostly just, you know, things that you'd expect from an older car, like fuel filters and lines and brake lines and things like that. It's pretty low mileage, 60-something thousand miles right now, and there's just a lot of body work that needs to be done. I guess we're gonna try to see. After I realized the doors would not come off this Chevette, I decided to bring it up here to this garage and put it on the lift. I've taken the front fenders off, and I figured that would give me a little better access to these doors here, plus the fenders had to be worked on. But while it's up on the lift here, I'll show you what I found on the inner fender. And basically this is right around the area where the plastic inner fender rides. And you can see what's been rotted away there. Now what's right around the shock tower, it appears to be pretty solid, so I'm not too worried. I wouldn't want to get in an accident with it, but on this other side here, driver's side, see basically the same pattern. It's a little worse here on this side, but we'll weld it up. I'll show you what's on the underside of the car. Here in the back, in the quarters, we have a hole here, and here is not so bad. You can see there's a plug there, a rubber plug, that was here. That's what rotted out. But on the underside of these quarter panels, it's not too bad, but still everything needs to be worked on back here. This one is covered in mud. You can't really see it, but I poked at it with a screwdriver, and that's pretty solid there. Other thing is right here. I don't know how well you can see that in the video, but I think that's just cracks in the undercoating, but the rest of this undercoating on here is pretty good looking. I'm kind of surprised. I figured it'd be a lot more damage, rust damage, up in here, but it looks pretty good. The front floorboard is rotted out, and there's a fiberglass patch here. I might just leave that, but I really want to do something with it, but we'll see when we get there. This side, passenger side, not as bad. I think we can treat that rust and not have to do much work there. Okay, so now I'm going to lower the car down and I'll show you the doors and the sills. Alright, front driver's door. Right here is the worst spot on this door, but as you can see, everything, you know, needs to be replaced back here on the bottom side of the door. But there's enough metal still here so I can tell, you know, what angle I need to put everything back together at. And the sill on this is pretty good up until here, and this is gonna have to be patched in right here. Amazingly enough, the rocker panels are pretty solid. The only problem with the rocker panels is right back here. There's a little bigger than a golf ball size hole, but I really expected to have to replace the entire rocker panel.
And the passenger's side rocker panel is completely unrotted. I mean, there's a lot of surface rust, but it's not rotted through on the passenger side. Okay, here's the driver's side rear door. There's enough here so I can tell what it was, so we can get that replaced. Back here, I don't know if you can get this angle from where I'm shining the light. That's pretty bad right there. That's gonna take a lot more work to get that situated. But the sill plates back here are pretty good. I'm not gonna have to do much work here. Quarter panels, gonna need work here in the wheel well, but on the outside, I can weld to this on the outside. So it's just this. I'm just gonna put a strip metal on this inner part. And this is all pretty solid, just really heavy surface rust. I think I can I'll save that. Inside here, there's no rot holes, so that was lucky. Let's go look at the the passenger side door. Same basic, rust pattern that we saw on the rear, on the driver's side. This is pretty gone. It's rotted all the way up into here, so that's going to be a chore getting that curve. But I don't know. Not much more to say on that door. This is pretty bad in here, unlike we saw on the other side, but amazingly enough, the rocker is really solid back here. Looks like there's a little bit of rust here. That's not rotted, it's just peeling paint. That'll be easy. Passenger front door. Here we can see where there were drains for draining the moisture out of the door. I think this is the best door on the car, and that'll be a lot easier than the driver's side front door to do, but still gonna be a pain. And the sill here is starting to go just like on the driver's side, but not as bad. I guess these are more the sills here, but they're okay. And so far that's it. Okay. These are the inner fenders, plastic. And I'll show you the fenders here. This is the driver's side. And as you could see in the car, some problems here and down here where it meets the rocker. But there's not, I don't think that'll be too bad. Get the back so you can see the back. This would be hard to do exactly like this. I'm thinking I'm just gonna come straight out and I have this second lip here, but I'm not sure exactly if that's what I'm gonna do, because I think I might have to have it that way for that plastic inner fender well to snug up on there tight and keep the water out. But we'll see how that goes. And get a quick look at this one here, which would be the passenger side. Not as bad right here. I think this will probably clean right up. I don't think I'll have to do any
any repair work here. And this side, however, is pretty bad. I have to do a lot there. On the inside, you can see how this, what I was talking about how this lip curves up again, and the plastic sits right in there. So we'll see how it all goes together. Oh, one other thing on this passenger side fender is we've got a little bit of denting right here, but I think that'll be fairly easy to hide some Bondo and a little bit of hammer and dolly work. So far, that's it.